Hey, what is up guys, it's ottenuto here, and today's video is going to be a new deck profile video about my Miragegaogamon deck, with which I got top 4 at the 3v3 tournament during the Italian regional in Parma. So let's get started, but before we start, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, give a like on the video if you like it, and consider sharing this video with your friends who love Digimon. And if you're buying something from Magician Circle, use the discount code OCRAM10 to get the 10% off your buy. So let's get started, but before we start I also wanted to show you the good prizes that I got. So this was for the participation. There is this egg in here and I don't even remember the other cards. Probably I will open this in the future, but more importantly, the top 4 prize, which is really nice and pricey as well. This is for sale. If you are interested in it, you can DM me on Instagram. You will find all my socials linked in the description box below. If you want these cards, these are really good. There is the Metal Greymon, the Impmon, and the I don't know, Buildsmon, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go with the deck profile, and let's start with the DGX. Of course, I'm running the 1 copy of Bukamon. This is a free jamming. You always want to have this. And then I chose the 4 copies of Digimon. So I've been always playing 5 eggs from the beginning of the game, because sometimes games go so late, so I prefer to have the 5th card, the 5th egg, and maybe drawing another card in late game will change everything. If you have an extra rookie to go on your egg, you can also play 4, it's gonna be fine anyway. And I liked this one because you have the extra 1k DP, which is really useful. For example, against Mother D Reaper, if you are beating with your burst mode, that will become a 16k, so that's pretty nice. And in case you don't have jamming, it is an extra DP once again, which can be useful. Then let's go into the main deck. For the rookies, I'm running the 4 copies of the Gaomon. Punching Gaomon, this is crazy good, and this gives you an extra attack through your boss mode, as you know, which becomes 2 if you also have the new Gaogamon. Then for the other rookies, you can play pretty much whatever you want, depending on your locals meta or your regional meta, I don't know. I was running 2 Ottamons, 2 Betamons, and 2 Gamamons. I will max out once again on this Gamamon. This is really great. The fact that it's floating is super nice. And also the stripping source is really good, and the fact that this Digimon can't be blocked is nice as well. Then the Betamon is strong also if you're running the Wankumon, because you can play your Betamon through the Wankumon when digivolving effect, which is nice. And then the Ottamon, of course, for the meta, you can swap this in and out as you wish. Then let's move into the level 4s. This is the Gaogamon I was talking about. This will give you basically an extra attack for free over your Gaomon, because you will gain 1 memory here and 1 memory inherited from the Gaomon. And this also gives you jamming, which is super important in the economy of the deck. Then the 4 copies of the OG Gaogamon. This is good especially for the inherited effect. They will gain you 1 memory. Then Kumamon, actually I was not running Kumamon, I was running the 1 Paladin mode, Ace, but I recently swapped this in again for the last locals. I prefer having 1 Kumamon, just hybrid for game is nice sometimes. Then I know that a lot of people are running 1 of these, but this card is crazy and I'm considering going back to 4. This card is nonsense, and it acts like an extra OG Mac Gaogamon, which is limited to 1, so in this way you play 4. You can play also 5 if you add another one. For a 4 cost, you can bounce everything, you can strip everything, you can strip other aces and gain memory. You can go Miragegaogamon over this so easily. This card is crazy. Then 2 copies of the unblockable Mac Gaogamon, super useful. And then I was running 2 copies of Wankumon. So I didn't want to max out on the Wankumon and Bukamon. I don't have the other Bukamon that would gain you 1 memory. You can max out playing 4 of this if you want, and add that egg instead of my Digimon. It would be nice as well. Then the MVP of the deck, of course, the Miragegaogamon. This card is amazing. And then I've added the 1 Exablamon once again for the meta purposes, for meta reasons. So you can bounce the Shoto. So this card is strong. You can play also 2 or 3 depending on your meta. I didn't find any purple decks, so I'm lucky that I played only one. Then 3 Miragegaogamon burst mode. This card is absolutely bonkers. It makes no sense. It's super strong. It's a great finisher. That's crazy. Unless you get an option against it, it's super nice. And that's why I prefer to run the one Kumamon, because if the burst mode explodes, at least you can go over one of your tamers. When running 5 tamers, you can play 6, you can play 4. Sometimes I saw people playing like 2, 3 now, but these are too important for the deck. You win thanks to the tamers combined to the burst mode. So maybe 4, but I will never play less than this. Then for the options, the one Ice Wall, mandatory. This card is crazy. Then I was running 4 copies of Mental Training. This card is super staple, nothing to add about this. Then 3 copies of Mental Training, Blue Memory Boost, and it's like a Mental Training, yeah, more or less. They do the same. You can thin your deck, you can search for your stuff, and you will get those 2 memory back when you want. And all of these cards coming out of the security are really, really good. So we got like 7 cards plus these 5 tamers, which is really nice. And then other thing that no one else is playing anymore is Full Moon Meteor Impact. I love this card because if you bounce something, you like an ace or something else, you do this for free, because you will gain memory through this. You will gain memory through your Miragegaogamon and other inherited effects. You will gain memory for the overflow, so you do this for free. And if this comes out of the security pile, it's super nice. So why not playing this? I think it's nonsense. At least 1, maybe 2. It could be too much for you. Just play 1, and that's it for the profile. I wanna thank also Reda and his friend, because we played together on a 3v3 at regional in Parma. It was a really nice tournament. The deck for this side event performed well, at least, and I'm happy about that. And that's it for today, guys. I really hope you appreciated this list. Let me know in the comments down below what do you think and what changes you will do also for maybe the next meta game. I really love this deck, so subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Give a like on the video if you like it. Share this video with your friends who love Digimon, of course. And that's it. So if you're buying something from Magician Circle, use the discount code OCRAM10 to get 10% off. That's what I was forgetting to say. So that's it for today, guys. I see you in the next one.